Hey all, so I have a very exciting garden tour treat today. For our January garden tour, as you can see, everything is absolutely covered in snow. So I couldn't miss this opportunity to take a little stroll around the garden when it's beautifully covered and blanketed all in snow. It very rarely snows here. In fact, the only few times it snowed when I've lived here, it's been very light dusting. So this is definitely the heaviest snow that we've had since I've lived here, which is really exciting because despite being a gardener, snow is actually my favorite weather. I mean, it's so rare, it's so special, you know, I absolutely love it. So yeah, we're gonna be taking a look through the garden. I'm gonna be discussing some of my plans for 2026, given this is the first tour of the year. And I think it'll be really fun to kind of look through each month of the year, sort of at the end, and really see the difference, because even next month, I don't imagine it'll be snowing like this. Hopefully we'll have some bulbs up. So yeah, let's take a little winter stroll through the garden. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and join us here on our gardening journey. So my little lawn area is absolutely covered and I almost don't want to walk on it, but to be fair, my cats have already had a little stroll out here. They were so excited to see the snow. They've never really seen it like this. So if I take a little wander through, I'm probably going to do that thing that I don't like where you make yellow patches in the grass, but it's fine. How often does this happen? There's my pond. Absolutely buried in the snow at the moment. Also joined by some birds. I mean, it's really hard to tell where things are. You can kind of vaguely tell where my shady border is, hidden underneath everything. You can still kind of see the plant labels. It was a pretty thick layer of snow, to be fair. I mean, I know for people in the United States and other countries, it's not, you know, this is nothing special. But here where I live in the UK, we rarely get snow this heavy, especially because I'm more towards the east. It doesn't really happen. So to see the garden like this in its snowy form and sort of to be able to compare it in future months is going to be really exciting for me. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So this is the big border at the back. Everything is looking incredibly dead, as you would expect, so that's no surprise. But it is nice how some of these things are really capturing that winter interest that I wanted. For example, the Rudbeckia. You can see here at the top the little seed heads, the Rudbeckia herbston. The seed heads look absolutely fantastic in the snow. They look really, truly great, so absolutely love that. The verbena as well, all of those thin, pointy seed heads just looking, you know, incredible in this snowy weather. So this is why it's so important to have winter interest plants in your garden. Same with a lot of the perennial grasses too. They're looking really nice. I will admit, at the moment, you know, looking at the garden, it's almost like you think to yourself, is this ever going to come back? Because last year, because a lot of the plants were kind of in their first year, a lot of the plants were still had a lot of greenery at the bottom, or, you know, maybe they tried to have a second go. But this year, everything is so dead. There's a few that have a little bit of greenery right at the bottom, but I would generally say most things are, you know, completely dead looking this year. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me, even though I know perennials and I know they do a great job of coming back. But yeah, it's very surreal to see the garden like this, just absolutely covered. I really do like how the cypress trees are looking, covered in snow. It just feels very Christmassy. I mean, obviously everything else is dead, so it's nice to have something that isn't. Also the yarrow, the achillea, plate of gold or cloth of gold, little seed heads capturing the snow. I just thought it looked so nice. Also the echinops, capturing the snow like that on its circular seed heads. And the sedum looks particularly good as well. So yeah, this is why it's so important to have those winter interest plants, because they will make your garden look extra special in these times. One thing I will say is I do regret not putting away my garden furniture. Thankfully, most of it isn't super fabricy, so it shouldn't get ruined in this sort of weather, but yeah, I do need to put it away. It's been a very odd winter. It's suddenly gotten very cold, as you can imagine, and we're getting down to -6, which, you know, isn't too bad, I know, for a lot of people, but here that's pretty cold. But yeah, I mean, you can hear the birds, by the way, my birds. They're all right, so don't worry about them. As you can hear, they're all good. They're properly insulated in their aviary. It's nice and warm in there. It's a lot warmer in there than out here. And they've got a nice indoor area as well if they're feeling a little bit cold. So yeah, don't worry, the birds are all good, and you can hear they're quite excited about the snow as well, even though they are all covered up. So just to quickly talk about some of my garden plans that I have for the coming year, and I'm hopefully going to get started on some of these soon. So here in front of my shed and the aviary, it's very hard to see at the moment, but I do actually have a sort of strip of grass that weaves around the pathway. You can kind of see it underneath the pots, and then all the pots in front of the shed and the aviary. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dig up that grass and take it away around the pathway and turn that into sort of a little flower bed, because it's such a pointless little strip of grass. You know, it's impossible to mow because it's just hard to get over here, and it's such like a tiny bit. I'd have to move all the pots every time. It doesn't serve any purpose. So I think adding a little sort of quite thin flower bed will be nice. You know, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy, just something nice. I'm going to rearrange these pots as well so that it can kind of go back a little bit, because I do want more pots in front of the aviary. A lot of them have been moved at the moment just purely because I wanted to be able to get to it a little bit easier, especially in this weather when it needs to be all nice and sealed up. So yeah, that's definitely one plan I'm going to be working on. I did get some new pots for Christmas, which I'm very grateful for. So I'm going to be taking the opportunity to put new things in pots. I'm just very excited for the coming year in terms of gardening, because it feels like it's been so long since I've done anything gardening related. You know, I haven't posted a ton of videos lately, and the reason for that is because I haven't done anything out here, unfortunately. You know, I wish I wish I had been, but yeah, at the moment it's not been a incredible time for gardening. But I just had to come out here in the snow because it just looks so gorgeous. I'm definitely looking forward to very soon the bulbs coming up. One thing I do regret a little bit is I actually didn't do any bulb lasagnas this year, and I really don't know why. I think just I had such a busy period over sort of the holidays and Christmas and such, so I just didn't really get the time. So I won't be having any bulb lasagnas this year, but I did plant tons of bulbs. In these flower beds, I planted absolutely tons of daffodils, tulips, alliums, all kinds of different things. Here in this lawn area, this strip of lawn, which is kind of hard to see at the moment, are hundreds of snowdrops and crocus. So they should actually start coming up probably at the end of January, early February, which is very exciting, provided the weather allows for it. So I'm definitely really looking forward to that. Another good plant, by the way, whilst I'm standing here, is the Perovskia blue spire, which is really capturing the snow nicely. And the smaller rudbeckias as well. I mentioned the taller one earlier, so that's really nice. Just everything looks so pretty in the snow. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like snow and get a bit sick of it if they live somewhere where it snows all the time, but for me, it's definitely very special, and I love seeing the garden just absolutely covered in it. So let me know what some of your gardening plans are for 2026. I would absolutely love to hear down in the comment section. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing. I would love to have you here as a part of the channel. And I hope you have a great new year. Catch you soon for more videos.